Hello, it's James Steinhubel on the Holy Handmade channel on TVU with our host, Vanessa Antoniuk. How you doing, Vanessa?
Good, thanks. How are you, James?
Very good. What's going on today?
Good. So on today's forum, joining us is Brandi from the Stubborn Dandelion, Shannon from Coffee Babes, and Allyson from Arya's World.
That's awesome. So we're just going to get to know a little bit about you a little bit more and talk a little bit about your business. And then after that, we'll take a look at your website. So let's start with Brandi. Brandi, how are you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
Very good. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm Brandi, and I'm the creator of the Stubborn Dandelion. And it's not weed control. It is, well, I came up with the name when I've been compared to a dandelion a few times, like super stubborn and resilient. And when you start your own company, it's quite nerve-wracking. And so I chose the dandelion because either people love dandelions and like a child will bring you a gift and it's wonderful, or you hate them and they're weeds, and that's okay. So either people will love my stuff or they won't so much, and that's okay. So I do a lot of reusable stuff that hopefully has been lasting a while for me, so it hopefully will last a while for other customers.
That's awesome. Thank you so kindly. And yourself, Shannon. Mike.
My name's Shannon. I am the creator of Coffee Babes. So I decided that I wanted to make some lip balms and have a bit of a hobby, and then it kind of exploded from there. There are a lot of coffee lovers in this world, so coffee and tea lip balms have been incredibly popular, and then I expanded from there. Hand creams, your body scrubs, lotions. Right now, of course, hand creams are really popular because of all the dry hands. So, and it's nice that coffee works really well for your skin. So that's the direction I went in, and people are loving it.
That's excellent. That's excellent. And yourself, Allyson.
So I'm Allyson, and I own Arya's World. And a little bit about my business. I have a little girl who's my little miracle baby. So a year and a half ago, she came into my world, and I've always been obsessed with bows. That's probably the Minnie Mouse love in me as a child. And so it just gave me purpose. So giving birth to her and having her just made me want to be a boss of my own, to guide her, to show her hard work. And so here I am today, making all your bows.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. You know, let's take a look at your online present. I'm just going to load it in the background first, just to make sure that it's up on the screen. Oh, there it is. It's good, because I don't want to have a lag. So we're going to start with the Stubborn Dandelion. So just allow me to share screen, and when you see that, Brandi, let's talk about your web presence. You're using Facebook. What are we looking at here?
Well, I had a Mother's Day giveaway, but up top, I guess it's just my snack bags. These ones are my best sellers, and they're made with food grade PUL, so they're safe for food. And I'm just a super practical person, so I made it so when they need to be washed, you just either can wipe it down, and when they need that good wash, you just turn it inside out and throw it in the washing machine and then air dry. Because for me, I like convenience. So I'm hoping other people do too. And yeah, so a lot of it is snack bags. I am just prepping right now for the Holy Handmade and taking fancy pictures and that. And yeah, that one is just, my husband got laid off for COVID as well. So I get a ton more sewing time, which is actually pretty awesome. So totally prepped for a lot of these shows. Yeah.
I'm gonna try to see to hit photos here, see if it loads up quick.
Do the snack bags keep the odor of the food that was used before, or do you find that it comes out with a good washing?
It comes out with a good washing. I have noticed though, like when I put carrots in that, it will stain, like it'll be orange, but it's not. Yeah, it just stains because the inside is a white color.
Okay.
But yeah. Oh yeah, and then those are my bowl covers that I just created, and they're adjustable, so they can fit most things. And yeah, and then I just have like the stuff that I have for sale currently on there right now, and I'll be updating that with Holy Handmade.
The zippered pouches, are those like makeup bags, cosmetic bags?
Well, they're my snack bags.
Okay, I
but
said the zipper ones are good for snacks too.
oh yeah, so I do flip top and I've done
Okay.
zipper because a lot of people are worried, I think, that the flip top won't stay as fresh, but we haven't had any issues with them. And I think zipper is easier for kids as well. So we had to go through a whole lesson on how to flip the top. So yeah.
It's good when we look at your product. I want to talk about some of the things that I see. It's very interesting. So let's take a look at what Shannon's got going. Try to just have to wait for a second. It's just the way it is with the internet. Facebook sure came up quick. So here we go. So you're using Etsy, Shannon. Do you like the platform? It's a robust e-commerce for you. You're happy with it?
It's actually worked quite well for me. I find that I do a lot of orders across Canada through it. So it's nice being able to have the shipping already put in there.
So here it is. What a great display.
Thank you.
I love the presentation. It's very good. So what are we looking at here? Tell me what do we see?
So this would be what a typical table would look like for me set up. So this one you can see I've got some of those lights on there, and this would have been over the Christmas markets. Unfortunately, with everything happening, we weren't able to get into the spring markets. So I usually have a little bit of things that are on the table that represent the season that we're in.
Sure.
So on here, you're seeing that you've got lots of your hand creams and scrubs. In the winter as well, I tend to have some suppliers that do small batches of coffee beans for me that I'm able to put into baskets. And then, of course, I've got my body scrubs, and I do have some vendors that make chocolate-covered coffee beans and whatnot as well to go out. So there's everything from snacks to lip balms, body lotions. Yeah.
You know, again, very fascinating. We'll talk more when we go in the product round, but your packaging and what you're doing, I've got some very definitely interesting things I want to say. So let's take a look at Allyson's, and there, bang, that came up nice. Thank you, Allyson. Here we are. What are we looking at?
So this is my website that I created, and it's through GoDaddy. But yeah, so if you click on the About Us tab at the top there, this goes over the styles of my bows that I offer, as many that I could put up there and fit on there that the server would allow me to. And it's nice because it allows you to categorize them all. So I can categorize all of the products that I'm selling and put them into the different styles, and then just allow shoppers to go right from the style to whatever I have listed for that product. And then I also have just a shop now button at the top that allows you to explore just anything that I have available up on my site. I try to keep my site very stocked, and I like to give lots and lots of options. So super, super user friendly. We have all sorts of options as far as shipping goes. So you can have just regular letter mail, you can pay for extra shipping, or you can do local pickup. There's an option for that. So if you're local to me, you can just come and I put it outside, and super convenient for you. And lately I've been also, if for some reason someone can't come pick stuff up due to like mobility issues or whatnot, within a 30-kilometer radius of Sherwood Park, I will offer delivery as well. So that's just a little bit about us. And if you go up to the top and hit the little shop now button, or the shop bows button, that brings up all of my product there. And then if you actually go into a product, you have the ability to choose whatever finish you want. So if we have lots of moms that like headbands, we have lots of moms that like clips. There's different bows that have pigtail options. So you can pick which direction you want the clip to go. You can pick whether you want to clip, totally customizable to whatever the needs of the individual are.
And that people will have to come up and see. We're caught in that internet phase. Here we are. We're waiting for the applet. So is this a WordPress site, or how does it? Do you remember?
It's actually built through GoDaddy, so completely built and managed on the GoDaddy server, and just to upload all my products there. And yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this aspect of my business probably takes the most time.
Interesting as
So.
well. Lots of questions. Let's get into the product round. So Brandi, let's see some product. Let's talk.
Okie dokie. Well, here's just one of the snack bags, and then aligned with the food grade PUL, and they're pretty convenient. I like them a lot. So that was the zipper one, and then the flip top. So just go in. This is how I had to teach my kids, and then they're like, "Ooh, it's a handle!" I'm like, yes, I thought of that. Yeah. And then I have just some fun stuff, just key lanyards. So I just find it super handy with like kids and groceries to have my keys right there. So I thought if it was convenient for me, other people might find it convenient. And then I have, these are my new thing, the bowl covers, and they're adjustable. And so they fit pretty good. And keep blocking out my face.
I like what I'm interested in is your inspiration on colors. You're very bold, but the patterns are very interesting. And the other thing I noticed was the quality of the manufacturing, and then I liked how you put many together and you had it banded, right? How you're doing that. So that's very interesting. Tell us about the color. Tell us about the manufacturing, and then a little bit about your packaging.
Well, if you come to a show, you'll notice that I cannot pick a fabric. There are many options, and I guess I'm just drawn to more bolder colors and fun stuff, right? And I want to make it for kids and for adults as well. So I notice I just kind of step away a little bit more from like the kiddier looking stuff, and for more adults, and I'm just drawn to that. So you kind of get a taste of what I like. And then the packaging, I just like things to look super classy, and it's just fun for me to make little tags kind of thing. And yeah, so
it looks really good. And what about your manufacturing? Like, was it? It must be a very sophisticated piece of equipment you're using. What are you?
No, I'm just using, I'm using a heavy duty sewing machine, but it's not like crazy expensive in that. And if you notice, all of my products are squares. So I'm mastered the square. So just in different kind of techniques. And yeah, so it's pretty simple. And I've come up with a pretty good like conveyor line of my stuff to go through, and I do have a friend that I'm kind of like, hey, if you want to get a little extra money, you can start sewing this stuff for me. So it's good.
You have a really nice retail look. I find that when you have the banding and the zippers and the way everything is sewn, it looks very retail.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I think it looks classy. So, and it's fun to make.
It's very well done, and I like the fact that you're creating work, you're creating employment. It's very good.
Yeah.
Okay, Shannon, what do you? Let's take a look. Let's see what you got there.
Absolutely. So the way it all started was, of course, with your lip balms, something for me to do. It took a little bit to figure out what I was going to do, but I've always been a coffee lover. This one, for example, is the London Fog. That is my favorite tea drink outside of drinking coffee. So I figured it would be a good way to go. So I've discovered something really interesting in all of this. Most coffee lovers enjoy some sort of tea drink. Tea drinkers, however, aren't really coffee fans. So it was actually a good thing having both sets in there. This one here is one of our hand creams that I have. So the biggest thing about it is that this one here is also a London Fog. So I tend to have a little bit of sets. So things will be like London Fog or chai tea latte. Of course, your coffee as well that's in there. And then this one is one of the most popular, which is the coffee body scrub. most ladies have come across body scrub at some point in some sort of line, and it's really, really good for your skin for when you're in the shower. And apparently, according to Dr. Oz, it helps reduce cellulite. So women are always looking for something like this. So, and it's a nice big package, big open mouth, just to make sure that you're not going to have difficulties getting the product out of there.
You know, of course, and maybe, you know, you don't have a lot of data, but maybe you do, on the active ingredient of coffees and teas in this kind of external application. And you said it's healthy and it reduces cellulite. Is that the coffee or is that the tea? Like, how does it? What's the active? Of
it would be the caffeine. Yeah, it's the caffeine within both of them that help reduce inflammation. So yeah, even though I did it just because I'm a coffee lover and I love those kinds of scrubs and started infusing oils, and it turned into something that caffeine is actually really good for your skin, helps brighten, and is anti-inflammatory. So
do your lip balms have coffee grounds in them as a scrub, like to exfoliate your lips? Or
have a separate lip scrub.
Okay.
So it's also got sugar in it. So you have your sugar, a little bit of vanilla, and then coconut oil is your base. So that way you would scrub that first, and then your lip balms, no, they don't have anything in them. Yeah.
It's interesting that there's a healing agent in it, and that's added to the value of your product. I also really like your packaging. You know, I like how you've have different packaging for the different products, and a sensitivity to the size of what it's for. That was it's very brilliant. Very well done. Very well done. And Allyson, let's take a look. What do you got?
So I will start by showing you my most common, everyone's favorite bow, the unicorn bow. I don't have this one packaged because this is actually my daughter's one. So this is everyone's favorite bow. So those are up for sale. And then I have a bunch of just different options. So we package, and we actually do wrap with an environmental friendly cellophane wrap over top of this, just so that everything's packaged appropriately. There's no germs. It's not getting dirty and transport or anything like that. So yeah, we have lots of options. These are two that were from our farm on the farm release that were two of our big sellers there. But yeah, we offer the nylon headbands, super, super stretchy. They fit all the way from newborn heads all the way up to adult heads. I have moms that wear them. I have newborn babies that wear them, so they're fun. We also have one of our newest products, which are these like fun little shaker clips. So they're filled with little confetti, and they're just like little snap clips that you would put in your hair or whatnot. So it's like glitter for your hair is what it was kind of described to me as. So just a couple of products there. And then of course like pigtails. So we have our pigtails where we offer the double set. So.
Those are cute. They're like watermelons?
They're little watermelons.
Oh.
They're so much fun.
Those are super cute.
Well,
lots of different styles.
Definitely the time of year for bows in hairs. So it's making it look good. So missed Easter, but that's okay. The promenades are on. They're out and walking. Now, what I found, again, the colors and the medium, the materials that you're choosing, is very interesting to me. I've tried I do tie bow ties, and I'll retie them at events that I'm at and retie them again while I'm there. So I understand the the art of tying a bow, and every single one that I've looked at. And then with your website, how you've identified different kinds of bows. So tell me, it's definitely a handmade process. And so tell us about the bow making. I'm interested in that.
So it's very intricate. So there's different sizes and different styles. And I will tell you that the little styles, they're pretty detailed. They're pretty small. So putting those together, it's pretty timely. And then there's just different styles. So this is what's more known as a pinch bow. So it takes a lot of like pinching, time, patience. There's lots of pieces that go into this that you put together and then create. So it's very different depending on the different styles of bow. For snap clips and stuff for all of this. I will tell you that these bows take me about an hour to make. So they're my most intricate. It's putting all the pieces together. It's double layered on the back. And so it's really a process of just making sure that, and I will tell you, I use 6 different glues. So if anyone ever asks me what glue do you use, it's kind of like, well,
For
it
which
depends
part?
on the material.
Yeah. No, definitely. It's very, and I like how you've put them on cards. I like the packaging. It's
Yeah.
very, it adds a lot of, it focuses the attention of the value of it. So very well done. I really enjoyed today, Vanessa. I enjoyed all the days, but the craftsmanship and the demonstration of business acumen was very encouraging.
The packaging is impressive because that's how your product will stand out if it's packaged correctly or with, like you said, bright colors. And if everything has a retail look too. I mean, even the bows, when you go into a retail store, you see that they're on cardboard, and I think it makes it really easy for people to flip through. And then even Shannon, with your labels and your packaging, everything was really well done.
Everybody that's been through in the market itself, I love how it makes you feel. I love how you've selected your names. It's so good. It's so good for especially all the young families and everybody coming up to have you kind of business leaders in the community, and they can see this stuff. It's so good. So you want to say goodbye to everybody, Vanessa, and then I'll wrap up.
Sounds good. So thanks everyone for coming. It was great to get to know you and your products, and look forward to seeing you all next weekend online.
That's wonderful, wonderful. So we had Brandi from
Edmonton?
Well, no.
Oh, Stubborn Dandelion.
And Shannon from
Edmonton Coffee Babes.
And Alyssa from
And I'm from Arya's World in Sherwood Park here.
Wonderful. And I'm James Steinhubel. This is the Holy Handmade channel on TVU with our gracious host, Vanessa Antoniuk. Till next time. Bye now.
Thank you.
Thanks, ladies.
Thank you.